What's up guys, Jeff here, and today we got a new product to take a look at. Big box. Not sure what we got going on in here. Not lots and lots of bubble. Sorry, I'm making a lot of noise and moving at the same time. Quite a bit of bubble wrap going on. Nice. And it looks like we got some Mad Racks. Now these are Frag racks from Bashsea. Now Bashsea is probably one of my most favorite acrylic. I would call it acrylic arts. One of my most favorite vendors in the acrylic arts. Some of the stuff that they put out there for hobbyists is just straight artwork. And right here, obviously, we got, I think, 2, maybe 3. That's the third one. Oh, wow. This is a big boy. Sorry, I'm doing the bubble wrap thing again. There's a big one in there. Towards the bottom. Wow. I think that's all of it. Alright, so these racks are crazy. They got a little bit of an angle going on. Alright, let me see if I can... Alright guys, so we have the Mad Racks from Bashsea. This one doesn't have any numbers on it. Alright, we might have to do a lookup on that one. Alright, but this one right here is the Bashsea Mad Rack 1122. This is the Mad Rack 611. And this is the medium-sized rack. I'll take a look and figure out what model this is. That's some stout rack. You guys, that's got to be bigger than 1/4 inch right there. Acrylic, super thick acrylic. I know that you guys can't really see that, but look how thick that is. That is unreal. Super thick acrylic racking. And what I like about these racks is that they're tilted at an angle, and there's a little bit different of an angle amongst all of them. So your 1122, it's a little bit more subtle. This guy right here, a little bit more aggressive, and then your 611 is slightly about the same angle as 1122. But I wish I had some frag plugs so I could show you guys how well they work in there. What I like about this is you're not necessarily committed to where, you know, Bashsea has decided to put a hole. You can place as many frag plugs as you can in those slots, and that's going to accommodate a number of different size coral plugs there, and it's very, very rugged. It's also very good looking too. I know that some of you are probably looking at this and being like, what's the deal with the brown? It's not brown, actually. They ship it that way so that it gets to you in the condition that you want it, brand new. Because acrylic can get scratched up pretty easily, so they leave the protective paper coating on here during shipping, and it's pretty easy to take off. It's not easy if you just sit there and scratch at it, but if you take a damp towel or damp sponge and just press it on there for a second, and then that stuff will peel off very, very easy, and very, very well. So we'll probably do that with the 611 here. As you can see, even in some of the sketching or the etching that they did here, there's still some paper there on the sides. But we'll show you how easy it is to remove this protective coating here from the acrylic. Pretty easy to do. Again, a lot of the Bashsea products are shipped like this. I took a look at the Smart Series sample a little while ago, and it was one of the first, high-end sumps that I've ever taken a look at. And when I got it, I was kind of a little bit surprised by this, and I spent a painstaking amount of time trying to get my fingernail to get that started. But it didn't take me very long to figure out damp cloth, damp sponge, and that peels off pretty easy. So let's get a damp cloth and see how easy it is to pull off this protective coating. Alright, so we got the 611 Mad Rack here, And I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to pull off this protective coating. I got a towel underneath, a washcloth that is pretty damp, and we're just going to take that and throw it over the top. These are new towels, so don't tell the wife, and I don't recommend using new towels anytime that you're doing anything that has to do with aquariums, but as long as we keep it a secret, we'll be alright. She's upstairs, she's on the phone, she doesn't know that I'm doing this. Hopefully I can get this done pretty quick, but nonetheless, all I'm going to do with a damp cloth is just lay it over the top and just kind of let it soak in. You don't want, actually I say damp, you want it pretty wet, to the point where you almost need a towel underneath, just so that you make sure that it's getting enough moisture. And really what's going to happen is this stuff will tell you where you're at as far as needing to soften it up a little bit more with more water, but not completely necessary. You don't need the water completely once you get it started, but it does make things a little bit easier. Man, look at this acrylic. Look at that acrylic. You guys can see my light ceiling fan above the table here, but we got a little bit more to remove here in the lettering, just because they etched that out. Kind of gets stuck in there a little bit. It's not a big deal to remove though, but yeah, this is definitely one of the best looking frag racks that I have seen in a very, very long time. This is almost, I mean, it's good for hobbyists, definitely recommended for hobbyists, but one thing that I would say, this would definitely be something to consider at a retail level. They got the blue and the black, very, very thick acrylic, good looking acrylic, well designed. You're going to be able to fit a ton of frags on there. And one thing that I'd like to mention before we kind of jump off here is, with these racks tilted at an angle, it's a really good use of the back wall of a frag tank. So in a retail setting where you have a larger tank, let's say it's something to the tune of 6 feet by 3 feet, utilizing this on that back wall, it actually, one, is going to elevate that coral a little bit more, get it up in that water column or closer to the lighting, and also it's going to be easier to reach towards the back of the tank. So if you have a tank that you're reaching all the way to that back wall, these corals that are towards the top, it'll be a little bit easier to grab. Not only that, definitely easy on the eyes. I'm very impressed with the Mad Rack. If you guys want to take a look at this product, there's going to be links in the description below, which will bring you to Premium Aquatics, where you can do some more research or pick up some of these bad boys for yourself. That's a look at the Mad Rack from Bashsea.